If you lived at the time of the American Revolution, pages 31 to 39. How could you tell who was a loyalist? A loyalist would not take the patriotic oath. Loyalists celebrated holidays that showed their support for England. The King's birthday, June 4th, was celebrated each year with illuminations, a gun salute, and music and dancing. They sang songs such as God Save the King and loudly cheered 3 huzzas for the health of the King. One way loyalists identified each other was by asking what was to eat. A loyalist reply would include the word tea. Loyalists continued to drink tea throughout the war and buy products made in England if they could get them. If your family sided with the Patriots, how did you support the war? You may have shared food with soldiers when they marched by your house, but you didn't eat lamb. Sheep were needed to supply wool for soldiers' uniforms. Lead was needed to make ammunition, so families donated lead tools and other items to be melted and then molded into bullets. In July of 1776, patriots in New York City found a good source of bullets, a lead statue of King George on his horse. They pulled down the statue and carted most of it to the village of Litchfield, Connecticut, where it was molded into more than 40,000 bullets for American muskets. Patriotic women stopped buying English products such as tea and cloth. They would not wear black clothing, even for funerals, because black cloth came from Britain. They collected money and made clothes for soldiers. Patriots showed their support by flying the new national flag, adopted by the Continental Congress on June 14, 1777. The flag had 13 red and white stripes and 13 white stars on a blue background. Families displayed the flag on many occasions throughout the year, especially on June 14th, which became known as Flag Day. If your family sided with the Loyalists, how did you support the war? Loyalists, even children, became the eyes and the ears of the British. Because the British were fighting on land they didn't know, Loyalists provided information about the roads, bridges, possible spots for campsites, and local supplies for food for the troops and their horses. Sometimes Loyalists would make maps and point out possible sites for a fight with the Continental Army. They took messages between British units. Some spied on Patriot troops, then passed on information they learned. Other Loyalists openly supported the British. They joined the British Navy and guided their ships through lakes, rivers, and harbors. Up to 30,000 Loyalists joined with the British troops throughout the war. The Loyalists who didn't have guns could help by clearing roads and building bridges. They gave food and supplies to British troops and helped to hide British prisoners who escaped from the American prisons. You have to be very careful if you help the British. To the Patriots, this was helping the enemy. Loyalists could be arrested and even hanged for treason. This is the end of today's lesson.